Yesterday, we started the first chapter of class 11th, The Living World. And we studied living organisms, their defining properties, and spatial characteristics. If you haven't seen the video, then watch it. I will share the link. Today, we will read Diversity in the Living World. Let's start. Well, what does diversity mean? Who can say? Diversity से आप क्या समझते हैं? Yes, you are absolutely right. Diversity means variety. Now, tell me how many types of living organisms are there in your house? If you look around you, we'll see varieties of organisms. Like your pet, dog, or cat, you must have seen a garden lizard around your house. And cockroaches are the most common household pest. And also several organisms that you cannot see with your naked eye, but they are all around you. So, just think, if we have so many varieties of animals inside our house, जब हम घर से बाहर कहीं बड़े एरिया में जाएंगे या जंगल में जाएंगे तो क्या होगा? You'd probably see a much greater number and kind of living organisms, right? So, diversity in the living world refers to the variety of life on Earth, including the wide range of different species of plants, animals, and microorganisms. Each different kind of plant, animal, or organism that you see represents a species. Every individual is unique with respect to structure, body function, etc. Living organisms live in different habitats. Animals living in forest are very different from animals in polar regions. Animals like polar bears and penguins live in polar regions. Both of them are adapted to survive in extreme cold environment. And not only that, tropical regions also have different habitats and different animals. For example, camels live in desert and tiger live in tropical rainforest. They both are adapted to live in the hot and humid climate. But because of the different environment, camel and tiger are structurally, functionally very different from each other. So, organisms live in different habitats, have different structural organs or functions developed according to the condition of the habitat. That means there are varieties of organisms present in our world. We don't even know about them. According to the International Union for Conservation of Nature, till now 1.7 to 1.8 million species of different organisms have been described, and yet millions of unknown organisms are to be identified. So, this refers to biodiversity or biological diversity, right? Diversity or biodiversity refers to the variety of life on earth, okay? Now see that there are many plants and animals in our world, and we call them by different names in different places. It is not possible for everyone to know all the names of different places. That's why scientists have given a new name to each living organisms, and that particular organism is known by the same name all over the world. This process of naming is called nomenclature, and those names are called scientific names. This naming is done through some specific procedure. The first step in this process is called characterization. To name an organism, we must first identify whether it is a plant or an animal or something else. And we can identify it from the characteristic features of that organism. For example, if there is an organism that has wings, feathers, beak, claws, तब हम समझेंगे कि ये एक bird है. So, these are the characteristics by which we can understand that the organism belongs to which group of animals or plants. Okay, now The second step in this process is called identification. After seeing an organism, first you have to identify whether it is a tree or a bird or an insect. So, this is called identification. Here are two important points to keep in mind for the short question: ICBN and ICZN. Full form of ICBN is International Code for Botanical Nomenclature. हम किसी ऑर्गेनिज्म को देखकर जो चाहे उसका नाम नहीं रख सकते. नोमेनक्लेचर की एक विशेष प्रक्रिया होती है और हमें नाम उसी नियम के अनुसार रखना होगा. इसलिए ICBN is a set of rules. We have to follow these ICBN rules to name all the plants on our planet. Similarly, we have to follow ICZN rules for naming all the animals on our planet. Full form of ICZN is International Code for Zoological Nomenclature. द थर्ड स्टेप इज़ क्लासिफिकेशन. अब हमने ऑर्गेनिज्म को देखा और ऑर्गेनिज्म के कैरेक्टरिस्टिक फीचर्स पर गौर किया तो हमने पहचाना कि ये कोई पौधा नहीं बल्कि एक जानवर है, और फिर हमने देखा कि ये एक बर्ड था. देन वी प्लेस द ऑर्गेनिज्म इन द ग्रुप ऑफ बर्ड्स. सो दिस इज कॉल्ड क्लासिफिकेशन. This classification is the most important part of nomenclature. Here we use the term taxonomy. The process of classification is called taxonomy. अब टैक्सोनॉमी को समझने में टाइम लगेगा क्योंकि स्टूडेंट्स के मन में टैक्सोनॉमी को लेकर कई डाउट्स रहती है एंड इट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक ऑफ बायोलॉजी. सो आई एम नॉट कंटिन्यूइंग टूडेज क्लास. अगले वीडियो में हम टैक्सोनॉमी का अच्छे से स्टडी करेंगे. Bye for today. See you in the next video.